Next, the latest field data validating or repudiating our forecasts and relevant informational details for near present and future calculations. For those of you away in the field or heads down in research during our last shared learning symposium, we offer the following rescreening of Vicar Magsaysay's presentation.
Welcome to Zeranium and You. A brief accounting of this crucial material. Though minute amounts were first discovered in the Beta Draconis system, Zeranium wasn't found in significant quantities until the terraforming of Cloister and Eden, since it's become the principal power source for all recognized inhabitants of the system.
No time to goggle the rift, Commander. We've got to get to Vries.
Good evening. On behalf of everyone in Auntie's family, I want to thank our hosts for securing this wonderfully austere venue to begin our negotiations for peace. With tensions being patched in Golden Ridge, I am certain we can both profit from a merger. But surely the good Vicar Laureate and his fellow shareholders have some thoughts?
Madam Vice President, I and my fellow counselors remind you that this is no merger, but an alliance. By ending the war, we may focus on the true threat to our society, the rifts.
Be still, Cadre. But don't let this interloper out of your sight. It's you, is it not? The one Agent Vries warned me to expect? Well, see here. If you intend to stop me, you're far too late. Preposterous. Our mission to stop the talks is a righteous one. Why would I ever jeopardize it for the likes of you?
Ignore the posturing. Give him a push and I'll bet you can get DeVries' plans out of him.
You'll do no such thing. My willpower is stout, my loyalty unshakable. And even if by some low chance you could extract my knowledge, you'll never truly understand. If our deaths buy Agent DeVries and our comrades the time they need, so be it. That matters not. He lost his grit and turned traitor. But I am steadfast in my resolve. You hear me? Steadfast. No, I mean, yes. Stop attempting to scramble my thoughts. But it doesn't matter what you do. The rest of our team is pushing forward. Agent DeVries is right. The only way to save us from destruction is to save the Order from itself. But why would you leave me be? This situation is markedly different. Those at the monastery were not standing in your path. Is it? I may not know of this Earth Directorate you speak of, but I can tell you are not one to be trifled with, if I wish to continue drawing breath, which suddenly seems all I can focus on. Fine then, I surrender. See this screen? Agent of Vries' orders for each of her strike teams are here for the taking. One team is in the next chamber, in fact. They're using the Seer's codes to gain control of the automechs and secure the station. All while Agent de Vries makes for the forum chamber to eliminate the delegates. You'll also need this. Her guards have commandeered some frightful reinforcements, and you'd do well to find the control hub to disable them before you're spotted. That's my end of the agreement upheld. If you truly intend to stop her, best be on your way now. May the numbers guide you.
No time to waste. Let's have a look at those plans.
Yeah. For all of the Protectorate's ills, they sure know how to build things that last. Not a compliment, just an observation.
your sovereign is regarded as being inept, shall we say?
Gonna need a way to power this thing.
Good. If the Protectorate's own leader is beyond his depth, he and his ilk...
He's not my sovereign.
Yes, right. Well, landing a strike against the Protectorate in this... like wrangling a galloping redworm.
I am unfamiliar, but I presume that to mean it will be without exertion. If so, then you are perhaps even more ignorant of Arcadia than I calculated. The Sovereign, guide him, is as ineffective as you suggested, but his advisor, the Consul, is not. These executions, these impulsive attacks, are solely his influence.
Solely? Your previous sovereign was rather draconian himself, if your own history books are to be believed. Do not act like the current rot emerged from nowhere.
I could perhaps say the same for you and your reputation for putting profits over people. But instead, I suggest we pivot our discussion back to the real matter at hand.
Yep, they've commandeered those mechs. Might want to choose this battle wisely.
Hostile. Detected.
Proactively hiding from enemy fire! Rounding down indeterminates! Taking cover!
Raft's raring to go!
Trigger finger's still tight!
Oh, not quite charged yet! Armed and ready. Yeah.
unexpected. Commander, watch your vitals!
I'd like to discuss your efforts on Paradise Island. We may have no physical presence there, but we are ever watchful. Our observations suggest that matters have been delicate, but I was heartened to hear that your leaders convinced Westport residents to seek shelter in Fairfield. Things rarely end this way for the Protectorate's abandoned subjects.
Ah, yes. The Protectorate had their folk living in fear between all those hangings and maniacal proclamations. That was all the opening we needed.
Well, we welcome the news of your advances. However, it is worrisome that it took the assistance of a freelancer for you to finally secure your hold. Worrisome indeed.
Let us turn our attentions once more to Golden Ridge. I am grateful we could come to an accord after that unfortunate attack on Outpost Opportunity, but many questions remain.
Of course. Allow me to offer this bit of data, then. The true culprit of the attack was a proctor named Svoboda. My brave colleagues found her out and promptly executed her.
Ah, so the Order is capable of decisive action. I had doubts after hearing about your monastery. Even though the hostages yet live, they only happen under your purview.
I would remind you that the survived because of our quick and accurate analysis of the situation. I do not appreciate insinuations that we allow chaos to run rampant on our watch. Chances are high that any erratic variable is a result of your people's meddling in our affairs.
Ridiculous. Next you'll be claiming we're to blame for all of your past failures. Why, the mere prediction of our arrival years ago sent you into a tizzy. Isn't that right?